עכשיו אנחנו נעבור לצד האמריקני, שהוא לא הכי משמעותי, אבל הוא קצת משמעותי למשק האנרגיה הישראלי גם, ואנחנו נזמן שניים, גם לכמה שאלות בענייני אנרגיה, אבל קודם כל לדברים, גם שגריר ארצות הברית בישראל, מייקל האקבי, וגם מיסטר ג'ק בייקר, שהוא ה-Managing Director of Chevron Eastern Mid-Eastern Region. His Excellency, Mr. Mike Huckabee, the Ambassador of the United States in Israel. Welcome.
Good morning. Boker Tov. I'd like to speak to you this morning in Hebrew. I'd like to, but I don't know how. So you're going to have to tolerate me in English. I want to say what a privilege it is to be here with all of you, especially Minister Cohen. Thank you so much for your leadership in the energy field here in the state of Israel. Not that many decades ago, when people would think of energy, the last place on earth they would think about was Israel. The old joke that has been told for generations was that if God really gave the promised land to the Jews, how come he gave them the only place in all the Middle East that didn't have any oil? Well, it turns out he did give you a place that has an extraordinary capacity for energy. It just took a while to figure it out. And now with the capacity that you have built with partners like Chevron, there is a vast wealth of energy that is not only providing extraordinary capacity for the people of Israel, but also for neighbors in the region. And that's valuable for two reasons. One, it's valuable from an economic standpoint. Israel benefits from the capacity of natural gas that provides energy and provides an economic foundation that was not even imagined in the early days of this nation. And then there's something else. It provides a security dividend that I hope people truly appreciate. Because the fact is, as long as Israel is not only supplying its own needs of energy, but it has the ability to sell that energy to neighbors, that is a peace dividend, a security dividend. That means that it's very difficult for a nation that depends upon Israel for a portion or most of its energy to ever look at Israel as an adversary. Instead, it becomes a genuine friend. That's why the development of future capacity of energy is vital. And the fact that this room is filled to capacity this morning is an indication that the people of Israel clearly recognize this value and want to protect it, preserve it, and pass it on to future generations. The ability to expand it is going to become more important than ever before for the simple reason that in the future, societies are going to need more energy, not less. There is no scenario for the future, none, in which the energy needs that we have today are going to lessen. And it doesn't matter whether it's because of electric cars or because of more buildings. Doesn't matter whether the population increases or not. The sheer reality is that energy needs are going to increase exponentially even to the population, in part because of technology. We all know that AI, which is this phenomenal new power that we're trying to figure out how to cope with, requires an extraordinary amount of energy. Even if we didn't have AI, we would need to be thinking about increased capacity. With AI, we need to be thinking about capacities we've never imagined before. That alone is one of the reasons that this conference today becomes an important part of visioning for the future and determining that Israel can be not only a leader in military, in technology, in agriculture, in desalination, in intelligence gathering, so many ways that Israel is a leader, not just for the region, but for the world. A nation that far outpunches its weight every single day in the world arena. a tiny little sliver of real estate that has an extraordinary impact upon the world every day. With energy, the ability to develop it, harness it, use it effectively, Israel will be on the front of a new frontier of capacity and ability to be a leader in the world, economically and in every other way. I think it's remarkable that over the past couple of years since October 7th, where most countries, having been through 5 wars, would see its economic platform begin to crumble. Israel has had GDP growth in the last year. That's unheard of. It's unthinkable that a nation at war would actually see growth in its economy. That the stock market of Israel since October the 7th has increased by 100%. Again, where else in the world does that happen? I would simply say, congratulate yourselves. You have built a cutting-edge country. You've built a nation that has a future unlike anyone in the region and very few anywhere in the world. And it is such an extraordinary privilege for the United States of America to be a partner with Israel, not only in recognizing the incredible nature of its past, but also the unlimited possibilities for its future. And I look forward to an opportunity to have a conversation with Jack Baker as we're going to have some, what we call in politics, Q&A. All of you think that stands for questions and answers. It doesn't. For those of us who have ever been in the political arena, it stands for questions and avoidance. You ask anything you want. It is my job not to give an answer that will end my career in Herzliya this morning. Thank you very much.